Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this episode of the Pod Hub. We hope you do enjoy what you're about to hear, and if you do, please leave a like, a comment, and get involved down below. This week, we will be discussing AI and what potential harm it can do. Is it going to be good for the future? Is it going to be bad? You'll have to find out. And I am your mate Nath, and joined with the usual suspects today are
Pomsky, B.
And Brandon.
the ball-headed bandit and the lovely Mrs. Pomsky B.
Mrs. Love it. And I'm just going to throw a disclaimer in there that surely there's going to be some wacky views on the topic. We have no way whatsoever do we want to offend, discriminate, scrutinise anyone or trigger anyone's beliefs or thoughts. We're not experts, we don't know what we're talking about, but we're here just to have fun, chit chat and have a ramble.
Yeah, we're here to have an open discussion, and these are purely our opinions and ideas we'd like to put out there. And just very briefly before we start, we are looking at potentially rebranding the name of Pod Hub. We feel like it served its purpose for when we started, but looking to broaden the horizon a little bit as to the content we're making. So please, if you have any ideas, drop them down below, let us know, get involved. If you are a member of the Discord, please come in and let us know in the Pod Hub section. Obviously, we'll be changing that as and when you decide on a name. If not, click the link below to the Discord and come and join in. Say hello, have a chat. We're all nice and friendly. Don't bite. Some of them.
No promises.
No.
It's alright. It's just what he enjoys. Don't worry about it, guys.
Hey,
It's
that's
a personal issue.
a podcast for another time. That one. That's a part 2 of that one.
Well, maybe we need to keep it as Pod Hub. Bloody hell.
Well.
Anyway, so what's everyone drinking, eating, snacks, or have?
I have neither of the two.
Why'd you drink it?
You know
Where's
what
your
it was.
Pepsi?
Default
Coke?
character. Come on. Pepsi Max.
Pepsi
I'm a
Max.
fucking rebel. I've got Pepsi Max in a Coca-Cola glass.
You still got one of them. You just get it, Mackey's. Get away. There's no way you still got one of
No,
them.
it's not one of. Well, it might have been from Mackey's, but it's not like the small. It's not the small coloured ones. It's like a. I don't know. It's just like a tall Coke. I don't fucking know. They used to be like
I don't know.
green, blue, purple, and shit.
Yeah.
Like teal and that. It's not one of them.
Yeah, you used to get them in charity shops. Buzzing.
Yeah.
You used to get the whole set.
Yeah, we used to have the whole
Mate,
set.
you'd shine a fucking UAV light on that, and it fucking uranium. That's what it is. Fucking uranium fever. Then
Uranium fever's gone and got me down.
fucking glowing dark. Them fuckers.
No, I'm
What's
like,
the point, Brandon? You got any snacks?
yeah, I'm pure NPC. I had a Kinder Bueno before.
Whoa.
That's gone, and now I've just got water in my bib. That's about it.
Babes.
Bib.
I've eaten my snacks before we started.
You have an infinite snack selection. You have not eaten all your snacks.
No, I'm not
I am
eating
in
all.
disbelief.
Just the ones I had with me to actually eat.
You have to jump through your portal to get a rest.
I replenish my stockpile, so
Yeah,
it's all good.
You've got a portal straight to Boss Man's countertop. I'm telling you.
Got a star around the corner. Get a bib. Bib. You get a bib.
And then drink wise, it's Ali's version of Bailey's pina colada
On a school now.
on a school night. It's
Oh,
a summer drink, isn't
going
it?
wild. Go on,
And I'm
then.
literally there with the water, just like, keep hydrated, everybody. Make sure to drink lots of water, everyone. Because
What
someone
is-
here doesn't drink enough water. I don't know who that is.
You say summer drink. We're not even
It's
in
got a
summer yet.
percentage not in there.
We're in
Yeah.
spring. We're still in spring.
I know, but it's like 20 degrees soon, and
Oh.
I'm feeling it. I'm already vibing with it.
I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die.
I'm so excited.
I'm
It's
dying
anyway.
ridiculous.
I'm gonna put sunscreen on top of my head now.
That beanie I left for you. So, what is that first question? Top on the topic
I was
of
going to say, anyway,
AI.
moving on. So, a first conversational starter. Just start off brief with what are your thoughts on the competitors iOS and Android? Does anyone know much
Ooh.
about them?
I don't I'm very simple with it. I just like Android better. It just seems easier. I can go into the topic about an iPhone and an Android phone, and then someone gives me the iPhone and goes, "Oh, you can move. Just swipe up." Swipe up doesn't work. Just give me a button to go to the home screen. It's very easy to do that.
Yeah, but
Plus,
It's also very easy just to
that's.
swipe up, if I'm being
it's
I was
totally
gonna
not.
honest.
say
But
that's a
Shut
phone
your ass.
design. That's not just Android. Because mine, I swipe left, right, up, down.
Why are you doing the
shaky
cha-cha
all
slides with
around.
your phone?
Exactly.
Nah, nah, not having
For
that.
me,
But mine's Android.
I don't mind. I have an iPhone, and I'll be totally honest. The reason I have iPhone still, and I will continue to get iPhone, is when I get the new phone, take it all out of the packaging. Now I know you probably can do this with Android. I put it near the old one, and it transfers everything over, and it just downloads
Yeah.
everything. It's just everything's there. All my passwords are still on there. Still, I get all my photographs. All my contacts just come over. I'm like, I can't be asked transferring over to that new system. I
I think
don't want
that's
to do it.
just how technology has developed. Jesus Christ.
We'll get there. Come on.
Yeah.
Speaking
It's like teaching the baby the alphabet, innit? Come on now. This is a compound sentence.
Right, it's been terrible. Like my memory's gotten worse. Just speaking's getting worse. I'm
It's
having a
age, I'm afraid.
crisis.
I told you
Age.
I'm here. I can't speak English, so it's fine. Don't
You've
worry.
been perfectly fine recently.
He's
Yeah,
not.
she has said I've been fine with it. I don't know how. I don't know how I'm managing it, but I'm doing
He's
it.
only slipped up a couple of times, and I'm here fucking like stumbling left, right, and centre.
But
And I
no,
always notice.
I think iPhone's great if iOS is great is if your work life and your home life's predominantly iOS, so MacBooks, Macs, all that. Like when I was in college, iOS was the one because we all worked on Macs. I had a MacBook. It was great. Everything was linked. Going to PC and all that, and Androids and it's like Samsung things and all that, TVs and that, they work a lot better. I think when you've got
I like it
an
mainly
Android.
for like the customization aspect and not having everything on my main screen. I hate that you've got all your apps on your front. Like,
Me?
fuck off. No, I mean like with the iPhone. I
Oh, you
don't
can
know.
move it now. Yeah, you can
Well,
have as
yeah,
many as you
no.
want wherever you want. Like, but
Because back when I was ever used any of them, it was just all the apps were on the front, and I was like,
yeah,
why?
yeah.
I have like apps that I'll go on like once in a blue moon. Why do I need that on my screen?
I've got
Um,
mine like all organized into like healthcare, fitness, entertainment, food, games, social,
yeah, I do
sports,
that.
store, utilities, and then I've got widgets for my most used things. So my steps is like a big widget. My Spotify is a widget. My emails are at the top.
Why do you all
Calendar
have
is
to
at
be
the bottom.
organised for? I'm just there. Oh, I'm gonna put. I'm just
Nah,
gonna put Snapchat in the top left corner. It
it
looks pretty
makes
there. I'll put it
it
there.
makes me feel sick. My most used apps are put on the bottom of my
Yeah.
taskbar. So I've got phone, phone book, text, messenger, and TikTok. They're not probably my most used ones now, but I'm just used to them being there. But I can't have it unorganized. I go on my mum's
Seems
phone
like
sometimes, and it makes me feel
Android,
sick.
Android and iOS are quite similar now.
Yeah, they've caught up. Like for example, iPhone will bring out like a feature that like Android had 2 generations ago, but then they'll also have a thing that I don't know that Android haven't done yet, and they'll release it on their next phone. Do you know what I mean? They're always, but
Yeah.
I got the message the other day, bringing it back to the actual main topic of podcast is got the Apple AI thing, which I still don't quite know what it is
Oh, is it like
and how
just an
it
AI
works,
for your
but
phone?
yeah. So obviously it's not the same as like Siri or anything like that. Obviously, it's still a thing.
Oh,
Oh, fucking, that's going off now. Shut up.
yeah.
It's still a thing, but there's a new thing that's come out, and I'm not 100% clued up on it. Let's
There
have
it
a
goes.
quick
Is it
look.
similar to the thing they've added to WhatsApp now? It makes your
Meta
sentence sound
AI.
a lot more smarter. There you go. Without saying it not very smart, but it makes it sound smarter, more intelligent.
Mm,
Person written sentence.
Um,
I know, I need to start
so
using
it's
that.
stuff like with Apple Intelligence is an Apple AI system designed to be a personalized intelligence system built into iOS 18 iPads, blah blah, etc. etc. Leveraging generative models and personal context for useful and relevant intelligence while prioritizing privacy. So some of the detailed breakdowns is it has So it's personalized intelligence. So obviously it aims to personalize it to you and what's relevant to you and how you operate and use your phone. They've got a generative model, so it utilizes models to power features like writing tools, summarizations, and more. So obviously, if you're trying to write something, it'll like chat, whatever that fucking chat thing's called, and it'll make things for you. It's supposed to be based on privacy, but I don't know how an AI system overtaking a personal thing of your phone is private. But okay,
I know, that's my always thing. It's like, oh, this is still encrypted. Like, no messages will be shared. But I'm there like, how can it think about what it's saying without making a note of that somewhere? And then
yeah.
if anything on the internet can be found by anyone if they're clever enough. So
I mean, there's some things got it. Like there's a writing tool which will help you find better use of certain words and sentences. It'll proofread for you. It can rewrite a whole thing for you. It can summarize everything. But then it goes on to say after privacy, third party app integration. That isn't keeping you private.
It's not, is it?
no, literally.
But it's also got that's the big focus around it was the image generation. So it's Genmoji it's called, an image wand. So you can literally
No.
make your own AI character. Or
No.
it's weird. It shows it you in the video where you can jump a bit like what I used with Adobe Express, which I'll touch on later. Like you type a sentence in, like for
That's
example, I'll
crazy.
say something like old man with a walking stick, smiling very widely, and then it'll generate that as an emoji to the best it can.
That would be a very creepy picture. That would be.
I don't know why I went for an old man like, but you know what I mean. I was trying to
Yeah.
think of something that you
I
could
mean,
just
that'd be good for my streaming.
and then yeah,
Yeah.
Because
and
then
then
you can make
the
emojis and emotes.
image
can't you?
wand is not something special. It's like what the big selling point for the Google Pixel was, where you can like circle around someone and it'll erase them from the thing. And I've seen it in practice, and it isn't as good as what the Android currently one sits at. But it's one of them. As and when they perfect it, it's going to be threatening.
It is scary already, like the videos we've all sent to each other of AI and what it's been doing and how it creates them. It's absolutely fucking disturbing. Some it's even nearly impossible to tell it's real or not. It's got like an uncanny look to it where you're like,
Yeah,
that looks good, but there's something not right.
It's like the image. What was it? The video literally was. It's like an old woman on a bench, and she's just leaning backwards and forwards. It looks completely fine, and then she leans up and then turns into a beetle. And I'm like, I didn't even think that was going to be AI, and it just freaked me out. I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
I've
It messes with your brain so bad.
I've sent you something. I think I don't know if I sent it just to you, Brandon. It might have been on TikTok. And please, governmental parties, don't come after me. But it was like a guy walking towards like a box, and it looks all very real, and it looks like sort of like the rear end of a chicken, and then it looks up and it's just Donald Trump, but it looks exactly like it doesn't have like they have like a bit of morphing on the face or a bit of elasticity. You can tell that it's a bit of AI. This just looks like like Donald Trump.
Have you
and
seen
it's
the
just
one where
no.
he's in the shower?
Yes,
Yes,
That's disturbing.
the one Hayden put in as well where he was singing. I can't remember what artist or song he was singing, but
like even when
it
it's
sounded
doing,
good
like
as well.
TikTok dances, and you can actually like sometimes it'll morph, and you're like, what the hell is it morphing into?
Yeah,
But then sometimes it can look completely normal, and it literally just looks like a woman with a filter on.
the ones that are quite there's the ones that are really freaky because they're very chaotic, but the ones that kind of freak me out a little bit more is um the latest one I saw was like the Big Bang Theory for acting. It says like before and after. It shows you like when they started and what they look like now, and they get like it takes like an image from the Big Bang Theory, like a still or something, and then like the actor will get up and like they'll do like a spin, and then they'll become like what they look like now, and it like literally is, like morphs into. So the AI bit is they took two images, and the whole bit in the middle is just AI generated. So they get up, they move across the screen, they'll do a spin, and then they'll like slowly transcend into that photograph. It is freaky.
don't like
Obviously,
it.
the real people, but it's the way it just sort of morphs. It's like it's bizarre. it just looks weird, very very weird because it looks real, very real.
Have you seen the? I think it's like X Factor or Britain's Got Talent one, where there's just the judges and then like a woman will walk on stage and start singing, and then she like goes to
Yes,
do what
I
they
have.
magically do and take off their dress, and there's another dress underneath. But it isn't until it does it that you're like, oh my god, that's so AI. But you think it's completely real because it's using stuff from X Factor or Britain's Got Talent.
I thought you was going to say about the one in the American one where there's like an actual guy on stage singing songs, and then that they were AI, like they were putting the judges in as dancers and stuff on like a pre-filmed video above. It was a bit. It was a bit like I won't call it. Well, it is technically AI, but it's more like that video that went around 6 years ago where your mum made everyone an elf at Christmas via your profile picture. It was more of one of that, done a lot better, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's very bizarre. But it's AI is becoming.
Do you think we've hit the point of where it needs to stop?
Yeah, I mean, the same with the video of the Donald Trump thing. Him getting, it looked exactly like him. There's gonna get to a point where you don't need to do anything, like just use AI for everything. You could say, oh, there's been a meeting somewhere, we filmed it all. Just get an AI for it, and it'll look so real.
It's even like uploading this. It asks me if this is AI content. I'm like, you
It
can
is
literally
currently.
have AI create a podcast for you. You just like
Yeah, you
type
just
it
got to
up,
script
and
it,
then
yeah.
and then it'll take people's voices and put it together. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's very bizarre. See, I'm. I've said this on a few podcast episodes. Actually, I'm on the fence of. I think it has the possibilities to be incredibly good, like the things it can do, and it could make amazing things. But it also comes at like a cost of like you'll get to a point where like fucking I don't know AI could do episodes of Corrie and stuff like that, so people don't have jobs.
Yeah.
And you got to get to the point of like, well, if it's doing all this and it's creating all this and it's this and that, when will it start to be like creating? I don't know, like as if like the police are ringing you to like scams. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
Yeah.
this, we need your information, and it's going to sound real because the AI is going to be taking all data all the time and evolving. I've seen a job lately on Indeed, but your job is literally to respond to like AI generated messages for like customer service, and you've got to
Yes, I've
basically
seen
Yeah.
feed it
that.
back. And it's like you are literally teaching an algorithm to do something. So when will that algorithm then come to a point? It's like, right, well, I don't need you,
Yeah,
and
it
that's where
knows
the grey area.
everything.
That's
It
where the
knows all
grey
the
area
knowledge
is.
you know.
This is where
Yeah,
it turns
that's
into
where the.
Terminator.
Yeah.
See, I don't think it's going to get to a point where like it's going to be a hell, and it's just going to like take over your house, and it's going to be able to kill you. But it's a point of like when will AI
Become
outweigh the
sentient.
need of society of like, well, we wouldn't need our jobs for certain things. Some people's jobs will, but like, will AI take over like literally all factories and no one will work in factories anymore because you won't need
You
people like
saying
photo.
it's going to take people's jobs? I keep thinking AI is going to get so advanced and it can do it on its own. The person who invented it, the AI bit, they'll just sack him off. They'll be like, oh, look what I made. Oh, it's that good now that we don't need you anymore. Do it itself. Goodbye.
Well, yeah, that's what they are making AI to be self-sustainable, so it can run it and not have. I mean, I do believe in our lifetime that is anyway that there is always going to have to be a human on the end to keep its programs
Oh
in
yeah.
check and keep it going. So I don't think it will overthrow and become the world's dominant thing. But people are looking at AI as if like it is an entity, like it's a human. I don't know, not necessarily human, but as in like it's a being, if you like. Yes,
Mhm.
AI. I think AI very much will take over very soon because you're gonna have. You just, I mean, even now you're gonna look like I have two Alexas in the house. They're linked up to TV, my phones. You'll get to a point where you go in and you'll see them in all these futuristic TV shows where you just have to say something. The house is like, "Welcome home," and it's like, and it'll do
I
everything for you. No, the house is basically an AI, and
no
you're just
joke.
living in it. You're living inside of an AI, basically.
No
Fucking
joke. They
weird.
are building like Google houses, so literally everything is
Oh,
controlled
yeah.
by Google appliances.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
I've seen a few of the new builds that are similar.
that's it. And I had someone over who was like, "Oh yeah, my dogs are at home. I'm just gonna turn the light on for in the living room," and like they came over, leaving all my lights on because they're just so used to like turning the lights off by
Things that
like, "Okay, Google, turn the light off in the living room."
you say that though, you've been since the like first or second Alexa's come out, you can buy certain bulbs, and if you have certain plugs and that in your wall, you can tell them to do it, and they'll do it. Like I don't use it, but I've got an Amazon plug downstairs. So if I plug a specific lamp or the
Mm,
TV in with that plug, and I tell her to turn it on and off and do it, and it's see, I don't know, I kind of find it interesting.
it's cool,
I
yeah.
like it. Like I don't look at AI personally and be like, this is a threat, other than the likes of being able to essentially take people's identity and stuff, and
I
like be
think
able
that's
to
what
use them.
I'm scared of.
That's where it's starting to get like, because I, I know I'm going very extreme with this example, but you could look at like when terrorists take hostages and stuff. You could release like an AI generated image, like video of what's gone on, pretend you've done something, and the situation could be completely different, and you won't know really. It has the capacities and the capability of like causing wars, causing crime, causing it's fucking very freaky, because that's what your next sort of scam calls are going to be. It's going to be AI generated. It's not going to be some bloke who claims he's from London and he's not. He's in Sri Lanka or wherever they are. It's just all going to be some fucking hard drive
There
somewhere
is
doing you in.
there's a problem with it though, that people say, oh, it's going to be so advanced, but there's people who don't like that fact because it gets rid of original job content, shall I say? Because there's a YouTuber, he did it a few years ago. He used to be really popular for playing GTA. He used to do like GTA custom races content. Name's Quebble Cop,
Oh
and
yeah.
then he what he did was he actually made a YouTube channel where it's literally just an AI of him, the entire voicing, the camera work. So he's got like an AI picture of him in the corner. All of his voice is AI, even the gameplay is AI. So you're watching a thing, but you can't connect to it because you know there's no human behind it.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and what he does now is he does little YouTube shorts and stuff, and it's like literally a picture of him in the top corner reacting to something that is AI generated, and he's given an AI generated response, and everyone just doesn't like him, and he's no,
It's
no,
bizarre,
I
isn't
don't
it?
like it.
It's not got a human. Humans will always strive to a human
Mm.
reaction or element to something. When you just maybe we're at that point. Like, in work, you'll know Brandon. Obviously, like some old people look at a card machine like it's got 5 heads and it's an alien. It's speaking to them. Like that's
We
just.
used to talk
Yeah,
But
about
yet
it.
we look at it and we go, "Well, just tap your card. You can go. I'll do it with my phone." They're like, "Eh?" Like that to them's not so much now, but when it came out, that to them's a freaky jump of leap of technology. It's going to become a thing. I think people are going to just become a norm to. It's the serious stuff. General Joe blogs and the public aren't going to be affected too. But
It's like generational though as well, isn't it? Because like
yeah,
the young ones, they've grown up with tablets and stuff like that. So like using cards on their phone, like that's normal to them.
you get kids nowadays of such a young age that can pick up a tablet and use it, but wouldn't pick up a book and wouldn't have a bloody clue what's going on.
Yeah,
Even
no,
though they're seeing letters and they're seeing words, they pick a book up and like,
I
I
don't
don't
get
know
it.
what I'm doing.
my mum's the perfect example of that. She doesn't do technology at all. We were talking about it the other day. My dad bought my mum a new phone, and she's like, "Why have you bought me a new phone?" I was like, "Oh, it's an upgrade." And my mum's like, "I don't want a new phone. I'm fine with this one." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's an upgrade." No, I don't do it. My mum literally, if she gets angry enough at something, she'll just throw it. So a brand new phone, she'll
Oof.
actually just chuck it at the wall. She's like, "I told you I didn't want it." And my dad's like, "I just paid for it. I told you I didn't want it."
See, the freaky thing about AI, I think, is the one that, like I said, as it is currently, I'm all for it. I think as it currently stands, unless it's happened to someone, and if anyone knows of anyone that this has happened to them, please let us know. But it's kind of harmless fun, the stuff I'm seeing. It's kind of like voiceovers, it's like videos, and as it stands, it's okay. But
How quickly is it gonna get to not being
AI,
okay though? Because like, look
that's
how
what I'm.
quickly it's come so far.
Well, that's what I'm
In
thinking
our
because
lifetime, that's changed
AI
so
is
quickly.
artificial intelligence, people think it's like all randomly generated images or video. It's not just that; it's artificial. So when's it going to
It's
get to a
thought
point
about,
where
yeah.
AIs literally take over hospitals and that? Because it's literally the artificial intelligence has learned the algorithm, like doing surgeries and stuff. Like it's a machine
Mm.
being told, right? It knows what it's doing because it's learned. It knows your body because it's scanned you or whatever, and it knows what it's doing. But it's one of them. Will 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 that work better? I mean, it's one of them. I imagine where it'll work perfect. The machine will be absolutely perfect up until the point the machine doesn't work or has a malfunction. But
Mm.
people are going to get so used to it in the future.
There's always them small percentages though, where let's say it's a surgery happens and they're like, oh, such and such happened, and it's like a 1% chance of this would ever to happen. Would because it's such a low percentage. How long would it take for AI to understand that happening and to be able to deal with it?
That's what I
That's the
mean.
thing with time. I think
I
5 years.
think
I think AI will be ridiculous in 5 years. I'm
the
giving it
thing
5.
is though, like even if an AI did it, it completely cuts out human error. Because even the percentage of it getting wrong is gonna be a lot less than percentage of a human doing it wrong.
The other point I think people don't factor in though, which is the only point to me that'll hinder, is like I heard people talk about AI and like, oh, they'll have like robots like you see, they'll be like walking the streets and they'll be like part of the police and that. It's the money, it's the cost. But
Mm.
but as I mentioned to you, Pom, I don't know if it was on the last episode podcast or if it was either on stream or maybe it was just chatting. But like Elon Musk has sold X,
Yeah, I
formerly
remember
Twitter,
this.
to
Hmm.
Yeah,
his own
company.
Tesla AI company. So his AI company has bought X off of. So Elon Musk owns an AI company, a business or whatever, and his AI business has bought X off of Elon Musk. So he basically bought it
Just
off
paid
himself.
himself.
But it's like his
Oh,
own entity. I mean, to me, I'm like, big bit of a tax dodge and stuff like that. But me and Pom run about like, so if this AI company now owns X, is X just going to be full of like AI algorithms? Because like I said,
Mm.
how quickly can an AI algorithm, if you set it up and I don't know how they work. I'm not clued up enough on like the hardware and the technology of AI and stuff. But how quickly can that AI learn X's algorithm? And don't forget, our accounts and everything we post and everything we write is just in an algorithm. It's just in code.
Hmm.
How quickly can that fucker just read through it all and learn it and just be on
Extremely
people's
quick.
case, like banning people for things, policing things, and removing spam and like how? But if that just starts doing things like maybe like, because some people wrongly get banned for stuff or they get their accounts get suspended. It happens like on everything, Steam, Xbox. Like your cards can get blocked, and it happens on everything. But if AI is just doing this constantly all the time, it's going to be a very long-winded process just to try and get it back. Because then you have to contact an AI-generated company, which I'm going to obviously assume humans are active for to make sure it's all up and running.
I would have thought
But
there's
how
still
fucking
some
useful are they going to
humans
be?
somewhere. Because as you say, like if people get banned, then there's going to be a human that's got to check through those. So they've probably got like a small like support team, but that'd be about it. At
But
least you
that's
wouldn't need all
freaky.
the workers going through
but
everything.
what
It's
if it
freaky.
gets to a point where we get that advanced that even that human bit they just go, we
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
need
oh
that. We've
definitely.
got an AI that can
Well,
go through it to go.
It'll
Actually,
just
yeah. Do you
get
know what?
clever enough not to
Yeah.
ban people for
well,
stupid shit.
you're saying that chatbots. They're, that's literally what that
Oh,
job was.
it's so
That's what
frustrating. I
that's what
fucking
that
hate
job was, though.
chatbots.
That job was to literally test chatbots via AI. You could literally complain about an AI system to an AI to say this is not right about my account. I want my account back, and they will. That's your first mode of like contact. That's your first point before you get anywhere. Curries do it and place like that. You speak to a chatbot. I mean, Curries. I think the chatbot is actually people in the end. Because I remember when I worked at Curry's, there was a certain desk that deal with like live calls and live updates and stuff to reports and
You
issues and
probably
stuff.
have to go through a
Yeah.
bot
But
first, though.
like a lot of other companies don't have that. It'll
You
just
do with
be
your bank. Your bank's the same.
yeah, it's all like generic because what the AIs are doing in these chatbots and stuff, they're basically taking the most commonly addressed issues of people complaining and messaging, and they do them into like a quick taskbar, quick fire at these, and they say, "Oh, is that everything? If I can help you any more?" And so you say like, "No, I'm not happy. I need more assistance." It just fires you off into a call or a phone number or something. It doesn't do any more. Or it says we'll be in contact with you via email, and then someone emails you as an actual human. And then you have to type everything back out because you're complaining. And then the dickheads will have to like then go, "All right, let me look into this for you." It's like, you could have fucking looked into it when I tried to contact you the first time around, you fucking knobsack.
It's so hard with the software we use at work because that is like cloud based and internet based. But the chat, if something's going wrong, like something's not connecting, something's not working, then the customer support is a chat bot that doesn't actually send you through to a human. We then have to go through the company who has an IT support, and the IT support has to try and help us that way because
Fucking hell.
the literal software that might have a customer support somewhere, but we don't have access to that to if something goes wrong.
And meanwhile, we get bollocked because most of our tills are self-serve. Well, fucking sorry.
Oh, that is the best thing to come of AI. Fuck your self-serving.
Yeah, if you're not me dad.
Oh. People hate it though, honestly.
Yeah.
People hate it. You don't know how many people
Really?
complain. The amount of people who give you shit where we work because we're saying, "Are you paying card?" And like, "Yeah, do you want to use these?" And because
Why should I
essentially
use them?
we kind of complain because we do a lot of like on the shop floor stuff, and it does to the naked eye look like people stood there doing nothing, but that they're checking people like scanning their items, and people aren't stealing, or they're checking payments gone through. But they look at you like you're doing fucking nothing. I'm doing your job. I'll do your job for you. And it's like, we've not chose to put these in.
That's my dad's thing for it. It's like they're getting paid to do that. Why should I do it? So he goes to a human till. I'm like, just give us a few years. There won't be any.
I hate talking to people. I hate the awkwardness of just watching someone scan my items. I'm like, I could be doing this and bagging it properly while you're throwing me any piece of item where that's not going to fit in my freaking bag. I need that one first, but no, you're going to scan that one first instead.
But I want to scan in the lube and cucumber when you go through. That's what it is, isn't it?
That's just a thing of our age. Like, we've grown up with that being sort of a thing that's got introduced as we've grown up. But on the flip side of what you just said there, Pom, you're talking about AI taking over and you lose a human element. Will you not miss that human interaction when there's just no one around?
No, I fucking hate till people. I hate it. I don't want to. I don't want that connection thing.
Well, fuck you then, bitch. That's what I'm doing tomorrow morning. Fuck you.
Yeah, no. Get back to the shop floor, mate.
I'll spit on you.
You'll be calling me every like 2 minutes. Brandon, I'm lonely. Can you come up to till and talk to me, please? Yeah, go on. I'll do it.
I'm a bit of both. I will go through self-serve and stuff if I've not got a lot and I want to fly through and stuff and things like that. I don't like when I've got like a big trolley full of stuff and you've got a limited amount of space and I'm just stood there like I'm running out of room. I don't like this.
Opposite. The bigger the trolley, the more I definitely have to do self-serving because I hate that awkwardness of when they're stood at the bottom of the till waiting for you to put your items on the conveyor belt and I'm there rushing and stressing trying to put it all on as quickly as I can because then they're going to start scanning and then I've got to put it all back in again.
Fuck stressing. Going back to my point, they're getting paid for it. They can go
I don't care.
I've got my other half. I just fucking stand there and watch it. If I'm being honest, it's not that stressful for me.
I don't.
Helping me mum, I'm doing all the heavy lifting with all heavy bottles of pop and stuff.
That's why you're bald, because you're stupid.
I'd rather just fucking do it on my own. It's just easier.
Nah, because I've got to put it all in the trolley, and she'll put it in the bags, and I've got to put it in the car, then I've got to take it out the car. So I'm not standing here putting it in bags. You can do it. I do it sometimes, but
what we need at self-serve now, because there's the only problem is that we need an AI machine next to it when I buy alcohol, and it knows I'm over the age of 18, and it also takes the tag off it, just so then I can go and then interact with anyone.
What would be good is they said they were going to be bringing out that ID on your phone, so you could link your ID up to like the cloud or something like that, so things can recognize your face and match it up to your ID to know you're over 18.
There'll be like scanners and stuff in shops soon, or like a club card, or you'll get ID soon, and it'll have a
Oh
barcode
yeah,
on the
prove
back,
your
and you can scan it.
identification. Yeah, that's a good idea.
You can literally get your ID and scan it on the back. The only thing is, well, if you're going ads through that local to us, they've got a camera now at the top that's literally recording you as you're doing your stuff. So if you scan your ID and it doesn't match the one that it does, they just probably can just shut the till down.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Something like that that'll probably end up happening because it's going to be. It's not. It doesn't. Well, again, don't know the ins and outs, but it doesn't sound like a hard thing to do for it to learn. Because end of the day, like we have like club cards and stuff for where we work and trade cards, and as soon as I scan that, it
Those
knows
are over
the
18. Yeah,
names.
yeah,
It
yeah.
knows the name. It knows their address. It knows their emails. It knows the phone number. So essentially, you can do that one scan, and I know where that person lives, and I know the first and last name. And it's just
True.
like when's like a photo thing not gonna come into play at this, where you could just scan your ID and it's
Yeah,
fine.
that's a good idea.
Very bizarre though. It's just very, very.
You don't think
Weird.
they'll add? It's like them films in it. There'll be an implant, and you put it in, and then that'll be it for everything. You just use an implant in your arm or
Actually,
something.
yeah,
to
Well,
scan
you'd
it.
probably just scan it and it'd have
Yeah.
everything.
Elon Musk did. I don't know if it's still a thing. He did. Was
Yes,
it trials
it
for that
is.
neural
It's
link or
far
something?
too
And
many.
they
Yeah,
put it in you either in your head or in your neck or something.
yeah,
It
it's like
links you up
where
with
your
it.
spinal cord is. I think.
My
it's called.
problem with all that sort of stuff, it's not necessarily AI, but it's control. It's paying into someone that I feel like every one of them things. If I could trust enough that the rich and the powerful or the smart people who make these things wouldn't put any clause in place that, like, if people revolted or people uprised against them and complained, they couldn't just shut you down or fucking make your head explode like in Kingsman or something, I would do it. I just don't feel like people who are smart enough, rich enough, everything like that, will give you these amazing abilities, like give you these links and that, and help you connect to the world and connect to things, and not want to have more control over you. They do. They are. They're not just going to let you go free will with it. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Just not going to let you go.
No, it's right. All the higher ups are all going to get it first, and then they'll make a dumber down version for us, but it'll be more controlled, I think, because it's supposed to be dumber down. But the higher ups will be like, "Oh, they're simpletons," them, so they'll add
Well,
like things into it, maybe.
entering World War Z then. Fuck me. Get
Yeah,
ready now, guys. Get you.
it's gonna be world ending eventually. Which, if any want to know about any doomsday things, we have also done a podcast on that, so you should probably listen to that. It's actually quite a good one.
No, you shouldn't. It's wank.
Amazing segue. Well done.
He's fapping. What the
Who's
fuck?
wanking?
Fun,
That
though.
was clever.
Facts. The cucumbers come out.
Two
cucumbers in the scaring area.
I was gonna say, Brandon, you were literally just on about before we started this about self-driving cars, and they're making a flying taxi or something like that.
That was me.
That was Avon.
Oh,
In China, it has been rolled out, and I believe I saw Speed use one the other day. And obviously, you put in where you want to go. It's essentially got like 4 propellers on it. It's like a 4-seat car, and it just flies you across and takes you there where you want to
It's
go.
not flying; it's hovering.
No, it's literally flying. It's on the ground, goes up in the air, goes
Is it like
across
a
to where you
drone?
want to go. Well, you could argue an airplane is hovering once it's in the air.
We don't mean
Well-
how high does it can it actually go?
It's essentially like helicopter taxi, but it's not a helicopter. It's shaped like a car. It's not using fuel. It's using like propellers. It's all electric and it's all mental. Hang on. Let me get in my office. Hang on.
Let's have a quick look, see, shall we? Let's see what's
But
going on
it's
here.
crazy because it literally not long ago came out about the self-driving taxis that could take you wherever without
Fuck.
you having a driver.
That's Uber gone then. That's Uber gone as well.
Nah,
That's
Uber will invest in it.
actually, yeah, true. Uber might be all over that actually.
Right, I'm going to link it in the Discord. If you want to get it on your screen. The internet ain't built for that. Whoa! Look at that link.
How long is it?
Fucking
Jesus Christ.
Take over your life, that.
Chunky.
That's
It's
a
chunky,
that's an
boy.
AI. AI is gonna read that and get
Hey, I
hard.
link that. Yeah.
Let's close some of these tabs. Don't think we need to see that.
Bloody hell, woman.
The tab
You can just
apocalypse.
You can just click what you're looking at, can't you, on your share screen? It just says share screen, and then you click.
Yeah, but it's gonna share the software that well, like the internet, and I've got tabs open, so.
Well, no, it's freaky, man. It's really freaky. I don't know if you want to mute it. It's just like news sounding music. This is essentially the idea. So essentially, it's a big ass, I mean, like a big ass drone that has like a
Hmm.
How are they
waypoint in
gonna
it.
have
And
propellers? Oh, okay, those are pretty big propellers, to be fair.
as I'm saying, you are flying. You're
It
not
looks like
hovering.
it only fits one person.
I think
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
two, but it's a start though. That's two, yeah. It's a start though,
Is
mate. I
that
mean,
Dubai?
it was Dubai.
Of course, it's Dubai.
But think about it though. But you think about it, especially like American that you can literally cross state lines so much quicker than you can get a
Yeah,
train or a
true.
plane. That's gonna be.
It could be quite better than a car and everything
It'll
like
be
that.
it'll be a very long time until it'll be cheap to use one of
Oh
them.
yeah, yeah. It's giving me drone vibes though, and I feel like it'll get to a point where it's a range and it just literally drops you at the sky.
Oh, but then that could also add to the where everyone's like, oh, what if the people making this are using everything to scan
It,
everything?
it's low altitude commercial vehicles.
Ah,
Yeah, but how many people are gonna try and take it above it though?
People will try, but they'll.
probably have no controls in it.
That's an AI generated video, FYI.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
That's Mr. Franklin.
that's whoever him. That's him. Don't
Kind
know
of
who
go.
he is.
It's like
Seems about right.
with the robots that Elon Musk has done. They're only for sale like the same price as a brand new car. So it's like
Yeah.
for those people that decide to buy brand new cars, then that's nothing to them. That's normal.
It's just freaky. I find it just. But at the same time, I'm a big supporter of like tech. I've always loved tech when I was younger, but tech that improves your life. I don't like useless
Yeah.
stuff. Like for example, for me, that's kind of useless because one, I drive, and two, if I'm getting taxis, I'm pissed, and I do not want to be 60 foot in the air, pissed out my brain because I don't really like heights, so I'll be spewing. So it's useless to me.
I think it'd be
But
good for traveling longer distances.
but think about it. Like, okay, an example I've got is in May. My mum and dad are going to Disneyland Paris with my brother, his wife, and his kids. Now, my nephew is like severely autistic and has like a lot of like complications, so he won't fly. So they're driving it. Now, obviously, I know he said wouldn't fly, but for example, that something like that, it's going to take you a long time, 8 hours, whatever, if not more, to drive it. You could probably get in one of them things from a certain point and be there in a couple hours.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me they had them things like say, oh, people who are scared of flying. I'm not surprised they'll have a screen that just goes over, and then you will probably won't even
Yeah,
feel
then
like you're flying.
Yeah.
Well, like,
That's
that's
a good
it.
idea.
At the end of the day, you're not driving it or flying it. Even you could literally probably, like you said, the windows. You could just probably project images on it and you not have a clue.
But there is the thing of obviously it is flying. What if you're going somewhere and then a bird hits into it, propeller goes, you go crashing down, and then you're in the middle of nowhere, and then you're
I'm
screwed.
assuming, obviously, I think they were the prototype, so they've been approved. Is what the point is? They've been approved. Um,
Mm.
I'm assuming they're gonna have like some crash things.
They might have an emergency button, so if something
Yeah,
does
stuff
go
like
wrong,
that.
press it.
Yeah, what's to stop you crashing into each other?
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah.
true.
On the same thing you just searched, I showed Speed while he's doing his live tour in China. He was in one. He's gone up in one. He starts flying. And he's live streaming it, and he doesn't go very far. He just goes up in one.
Mm.
Shows you it's very very real. Like he just goes up in one, and it's just like wow, that's a real thing.
That's
That,
crazy.
that's a very 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 freaky. No, obviously it's not AI generated, but it's under AI.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, and that's the problem. Like it's in everything AI now, whether people
Oh,
like it or not.
massively.
People,
Like the AI will get into it to know. Oh, let's say, something's happened here. Well, it does it on GPS already when you drive. You've got stuff where
yeah,
it goes, oh, this road's closed. Something might happen. Go, oh, you can't fly over here, so we'll have to go this way. Oh, and then something else happens, we'll have to fly this way. Or you'll add an extra 2 minutes to this flight or whatever.
AI's been around for a very long time. It's just that its rapid growth of what it can do is the
Mm.
frightening thing. I mean, soon come, you shall see, as if you follow Pomsky B on Twitch, you'll see a video that will be arriving to us soon. I pretty much made the entire thing with AI assistance. It was just AI generated stuff. I mean, I've had to do the things together, but AI's pretty much done 90% of the job for me. And that's a freaky thing for me to think about. Like, it's
A bunch of
just
AI
made
that
it.
you've compiled together to
Mm.
create it, which is cool, but
And I think
scary.
it's going to get to a point where people aren't genuinely going to believe if someone. You're going to start being more surprised by someone going out and doing something real and being creative and actually being real. But you're going
Mm.
to start to believe it a lot less that it's real.
It's like artists trying to promote stuff. So obviously, you two stream. You would maybe like something on your stream with art. People do promote it, but if you can just get AI to do it, their jobs are just not worth anymore,
Me
are they?
currently, what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm via studies and grades and stuff. I've fully trained to be a graphic designer, but I'm like that's sort of what I wanted to do. But I'm kind of just second. I mean, I'm not there now, and I thought I would be there a lot sooner than I am. But the more and more I sit back, I'm like, yeah, I want a career in it. The more and more I'm thinking the job's going to slowly start to become less and less relevant
Yeah, it's a dying job, really, you know.
because I mean, it isn't, and it is. It's
It's gonna
sort of
become more of a passion project
yeah,
eventually.
everything. I was on about this with Brandon, and I said this is why I found it didn't sit with me well when it was so hard to get a job, but it just is because they want far too much experience. And if you're not lucky enough like me and you don't get that experience while you're studying, you're pretty much knackered. You just have to get your name known enough social media wise or do enough work that someone will be willing. Like you have to be exceptional and someone will take you on. Me personally didn't I don't think I am that. But everything you're looking around your room now, everything has been designed. Whether it be from someone's designed the shape of your desk, your monitor, the layout of your PC, cups, your microphone. Yes, graphic designers don't actually make them items, but it always starts off with a drawing and an idea. So everything you look at is designed, and that's why I was like, "Oh, graphics will be great because I can I can illustrate ABC, and then a company who illustrates XYZ go, oh, we think you'll be good. Come and design cars or come and design these posters, whatever. Fantastic. But that is slowly being cut out to like, well, I could type in a sentence of a man and woman standing in park underneath tree in the middle of spring. Boom, it'll come up, done. Half the idea is done already. Like they don't need to train someone up and pay people to do it now. People just send it you, done
The only thing you
instantly.
still can't do yet is give people the right amount of fingers on the hands. Or if you look at Pomsky's stream, how many dogs she has, like 7 paws or seven
Yeah,
bits of a paw or something. Yeah.
they've got more paws than they need to, and one of them, I think on my banner, has no eye. Like,
Have a look.
it's got white eyes.
Yeah, but that's kind of cool. A little
I
bit.
know,
It's
but it's
quite
not
edgy.
meant to.
Yeah, you can't see the white eyes really. Some of them are a bit. It's kind of whitish actually. The one on the left.
The only thing is with the AI is, like you're saying, oh, an AI's made your desk, it's made this. It's the human who puts it there and then designs that bit to how they want it, which AI can't do yet.
It's the human element. That's the argument. Still, it's not. It's always. I would much rather when I did a project and that. It's always people want to sit down and tell you what they want and what they want to change. Now an AI can do that, but there would be no interaction. You can't interact with the AI. It'll just make what you put in it. You have
I
to
was gonna
speak to
say,
someone.
you also give like the AI command, and it can only like imagine so many things to go with it. Where like with a human, they can put their own creativity spark on it and have like different versions and look.
That's why I think we will stay in power, as in when people are like, "Oh, AI is going to take over the world," and some people say it as in like it's going to make people crash cars into each other and kill people it doesn't like. And this, I think humans will always be. AI will and is pretty much already taking over most of your life. Because like we discussed throughout the podcast, it's in your hand, it's in your pocket, it's around your house, it's in shops, It's now going to be in fucking cars like self-drive and taxis and all things like that. It's already there, so it already is pretty much taking over. And but it's different between taking over and accepting it and adapting with it. I think because there's not going to be a thing that humans. There's not going to be a thing that humans can like pull a plug. In AI, is just stop. AI is just a word for artificial intelligence, and it's in everything. Our PC is essentially an artificial intelligence because it's telling other bits what to do and it's communicating. But it's not going to start whipping out a Glock 19 and shoot me in the leg. You know what I mean? It's
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet, but there is a spare USB port on the back.
Yeah. No, it's like I think 3D printers when they came out, they were like, oh, you can never buy them. How many people now have 3D printers? One day you'll have a PC that can have a built-in 3D printer, and you can go, oh, it might just decide to build a bullet and just shoot you in your leg. That could
I think
happen.
that's kind of the thing. I think someone's made a 3D printer link.
Say it's happening. It's happening already.
I mean, it can only make. It can't just make. The PC doesn't tell it to make something. It still has to be coded and commanded.
It does take ages to do, though. It's like you can 3D print a house now. They've made 3D printed houses.
That looks so cool. I've seen them. They look cool. I'd have one.
I mean, I've just Googled it now, and you can get a 3D printer on Amazon for 165 quid.
There used to be a lot more than that.
You can also get one that's 31,500. But you can, if you wanted to get a decent size one for less than 200 quid. Depends on what sort of spec you want.
I wish I had money.
There's a decent looking one here. It's 300 quid. You know what I mean? It's not.
Mom's going to 3D print herself a house, or just 3D print some more walls in her house because her house is the coldest house in Britain, apparently.
You say that. I mean, I'm not saying these like almost people should buy one, but I'm not being funny. If you had a 3D printer, the cost is the materials that you have put in it. But if you can 3D print a house, why can't you just like 3D print shelters? Near buzzes and stuff.
Well, that's the thing. It's because they're so cheap to make compared to normal houses. I'm pretty sure there is like a GoFundMe type thing for building housing for homeless people with the 3D printer.
I don't know why I just laughed. I just thought to myself, when it's being built, it's just the fucking old school Lego noise.
Yeah, literally.
You're racking it up, falls down in a storm.
You can 3D print food as well. That's
not edible, though, surely.
Oh, well, you can. They have like a 3D like edible printer to make food. They do it in like fancy restaurants. Like, why? Don't need that. Just give me a chicken on the bone and I'll scran it. I don't need a fancy 3D printed chicken and
I don't think that can't be correct information you've been fed there because I don't know it literally makes food. Like having food put in it.
No, you would have to put food in it. They put like a paste in it or something, wouldn't they?
It's brand
yeah, but you can't put paste. You can't put chicken paste in a printer and print out a fucking roast chicken. It's not how it works.
No.
Can you imagine for like cheese, like having like a squirty cheese and then making.
The only thing I can think is what's in that is you put a lot of food and that whatever into a printer and it can make a paste that tastes like something. But
I
wouldn't say it's a printer. I imagine it would blend it all together somehow and spit something out the other end. Essentially, I don't kind of like a printer, but not really.
They're gonna have kebab shops, lad, where they just print a kebab for you instead.
Bossman's kebab spinning around, but it's just in a 3D
printer. How they make a kebab that could go into a 3D printer, couldn't
it? Fucking hell, make up him. No. I think it's something we'll just love with me personally. I think it's just going to be because I mean, if this colonization of Mars and that they want to do, they take all the algorithms with them. and stuff for AI. How quickly will we learn what we can and can't do there? It's just mental. I mean, like the Mars rover itself is an AI. It was it's
True.
just going around on its own, recording all its data, and that really, 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 really sad message that it sent back to Earth right before it shut off was actually really depressing.
What
Gave
did it
me
say?
Wally vibes. I can't remember, but it sent a message back to NASA right before it shut off. It was like a goodbye it sent, but I was like, that is actually really fucking sad. She's on it now. I'm pretty sure it said a goodbye or something through code. Let me Google Mars
Yeah,
Mars
I'm
rover
googling it.
says goodbye.
Oh yeah, the last message from the Opportunity rover was caught in a dust storm. My battery is low and it's getting darker. Or it's getting
Oh,
dark.
that's sad.
You know what I mean?
Before
No,
it was
that is.
violent.
Yeah, it's
No.
my battery's low and it's getting darker right before it went offline and it was
Yeah.
gone. Like
No.
communication was gone. It's literally saying like
That's
my time
Wally,
has
that.
come. It's
Yeah,
fucking sad as
literally.
fuck. Like I told you, it's sad as fuck. But that's where like that is an AI thing. It's a little robot that's relaying a message back to us. It's on a different planet, and
Yeah.
it's sent a message on its own saying it's getting dark and my battery's low and it's getting dark. Like that's fucking sad. Like some bloke's not wrote that in NASA saying it's getting dark and typed it and sent it back to himself. It's just fucking sad. It's like
I
what the
am
fuck?
thinking of the part in Wally where he like dies and the cockroach is there and
Oh.
Eve's just
Yeah, but
staring at him.
it,
I
it, it did give
cried at
me
that.
it
Me,
did give me that vibe when I heard
I
about
cry at
it.
everything, me though. But yeah, that got me. That got me bad.
It was just like, fuck. I remember thinking that I was like, I'm actually feeling something for a robot, and another robot I fucking feel for, which is it's fucking horrible. You know what someone's done it. It's not alive. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but that expedition where it's the robot and it's basically constantly spewing out its own oil, and its sole purpose is literally to keep scooping the oil back into itself. So in a never-ending perpetuum of scooping itself like back into itself basically. And
Oh,
I'm
what's
happy.
happened is
I'm
horrific.
happy that
what
robot isn't in a Pixar film because that
no,
would
but
be
no,
horrible.
but literally over the years when it first came out, it was rapid, because it was full up. It's literally just
Yeah.
going slower and slower and slower over the years, and it's at a point now where it literally looks like it's given up. It's really depressing. It's like someone has
No.
made this robot literally like essentially it's like putting blood back into it. It looks like blood. It is oil, trust me, but it literally s- um spewing itself back into it's just fucking really sad.
So, and with AI as well, you could probably find that, and it would have made an AI picture of it with sad eyes and really depressing eyes, with it wanting to end its life. That's even worse.
It is sad
It's
how.
called. Do
But
you know what it's
then,
called? I can't help myself. It was a kinetic sculpture created by Sun Yun and Peng Yu in 2016. The sculpture consisted of a robotic arm that could move to sweep up red cellulose ether fluid leaking from its inner core and make dance-like movements. It was commissioned by whatever museum, and if you look at it, share your screen, Pom. You might as well, because I imagine
yeah.
you've googled it. Just watch the poor bastard. It's not alive. It's not something I should feel for. But my point of feeling about thingies, and we've mentioned this before, is when's it going to get to a point where actually talk about AI taking over the world? When's it going to get to a point where
I've seen that.
it's robots, uh, AI, and it's a woman, and you can actually fall in love with them? They can reproduce and everything.
How much of it, though, is us reflecting our emotions onto it? Like, with that rover
Mm.
message of my battery is low, it's getting dark. Is that the robot just sending its commands to us and then we're reading it with emotion to give it emotion?
I imagine so. Yeah, it is. I
Yeah.
think. I think it's a double-edged sword. It's a thing of it's being literal. Like my
Yeah,
battery's low, it's getting dark because of the storm.
yeah,
But we will turn the human element on it and
yeah.
see it as well. We know that's the end of that robot. It's like that robot doesn't fucking know. You
That's
could find that
it.
robot in years to come, charge it up, and it carry on.
It's
I
like with
expect.
this, it's like it's programmed to stick its arm out, drag it back, stick its arm out, drag it back, like, or whatever it's doing.
It's essentially programmed. It's essentially programmed to not allow its fluids to stay out of its body, but it's constantly spewing out. But it started off, I don't know if it's on this one, it started off rapid. I mean, like, it was really quick, and it did dance, for the crowd. It used to do dances and stuff. I mean, it looks like blood, but it's not. But it used, like I say, it used to do dances and stuff for people. It just goes really, really slow now.
What year is that video, the one we've got on? What year is it? How long ago was it?
5 years
5
ago.
years ago. So it's even slower than that, and now that's a bit slow. It just looks like when you've spilt wine on the
Well,
carpet.
it's
or
nine.
something,
It's
to be
9 years
honest.
old at this point. But that is literally stuck in a never-ending motion of thinking, I need to get this oil inside. That's my thing in life. Like that's my purpose.
you
That's
see
my
it,
programming,
yeah.
is to keep this inside of me, and it is designed to not allow it to stay inside of it. It's just a bit fucking. If that robot decided to fucking grow legs, smash that glass, and kill everyone there, I won't blame it. So people say about, the AI will take over, they'll destroy all humans and this and that. Are we not fucking making it feel that way by doing it? It's shaking off all the stuff on it. It's supposed to dance, but that's what it looks like now. If you put this in, if you go back and put
Because, like, to
get
me,
into now or something, it
I
shows
just
you.
see this as, right, it can't let it touch the edges. It needs to keep scooping it to make sure it doesn't leave the edge. Like, he's just got a perimeter. He's got to keep it in.
But it's
He's
like
not doing a good job. He's getting it all over bloody walls. Look at that.
the way I look at it, though, is if you was bleeding constantly at your belly button or something, and someone said to you, you have to put it. No, but I'm just as a like to like comparison.
Yeah.
He's going to
If you have to stay alive here, you have to basically keep scooping your blood back through your belly button. Or you have to drink your blood or something. You have to catch it and drink your blood, and that's how you can stay alive. But you was constantly always leaking out. You just give up. Like, you just wouldn't be bothered. I don't think, anyway.
That top comment sounds like you.
It's like a person bleeding out. But they're still trying to defend themselves. Fuck that. That's literally what I've just. That's what I've just bloody said. But I went a bit more weird.
Yeah. The frantic
But
movement looks like panic.
My point I'm trying to say is, I know it's not alive. I'm not stupid. It's alive. What I'm trying to say is, someone has subconsciously thought, I'm going to make a robot that's its purpose is to keep scooping back up its oil inside itself, but I'm going to make it constantly stick in that perpetual motion of having to scoop it up.
This is
Someone's subconsciously done that.
I feel like this is a great general representation of human anxiety / panic. No matter what it's over, everyone's been in that place where you're trying to fix something, but because you're panicking and incapable of rational thoughts, it just gets worse, causing you to panic even more.
Well, that's probably.
It's even more depressing.
It's art at the end of the day. It's an interpretation of what it's. Did you not see that then? Nah. Put that off. Click back on it really quickly. That video. Just go back a page. A forward a page. Sorry. See if it's still there. Scroll a bit. I think it was one of the top videos. A bit no further down. Just on the recommended. So
it'll be different now.
A bit further down. No, I know. I'm hoping it might not be because you just went back a page just a bit more. Look at the difference there on the right there. That one the 8 years ago. Look how much difference it is on the floor though. Look at the difference.
Still making a mess.
It's an art expedition. It's supposed to do that, but look at the difference in it.
Did they clean it up at some point then?
But look at how it's moving in comparison to what it moved like then, because it's dancing and stuff. Like, it just moves differently, and it's just a bit sad.
It looks less like blood and more like oil.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it don't act like these are filmed on a potato, but like, it just does more. But that's where I'm like, maybe AI will take over and decide, fuck humanity, we can do it ourselves. Because I'm like, when they start learning farming equipment and how everything grows, and they read the human life for dummies, and they learn everything, then they'll be like, nah, fuck you, don't need you. They're like portal turrets soon. They'll just have turrets. They'll have sensors and they'll see humans as portals.
Yeah, that won't be very
But
good.
to
We'll all
me,
be locked. If you're saying we'll all be locked in a wall, AI will do
that's
everything.
fucked. That is fucked because someone has thought, I'm going to make this robot do this for its entire existence until it physically has no more oil left inside of it. Like that thing's gonna go until it's literally out of oil, and then it's just gonna stop.
This robot died just after 3 years old.
Well, there you go. It's got no more oil left.
Yeah. Well, eventually the oil is gonna go.
Look how like
Yeah, but
depressed
look
it's
at the
moving.
quality of it.
Yeah, it is.
not
It's
even,
going really
like-
slow.
Before it was spinning, it was waving, and it was dancing. It's literally just continuously scooping. It literally can't dance anymore.
Yeah, it's like it's just gained its own intelligence. Going, I'm not entertaining you anymore. I've had enough.
It's like I'm depressed. Please just end my suffering.
It's just like us in work. It's like first you were like, oh, I'm happy to do my job. Now it's I've had enough. Now can't be doing anymore. It's in a bit.
Compared to that video previously we just watched to that one, that's mega sad. That, but
It's
again,
literally
that's
just
the
going around
human.
in a fucking court in a circle now.
The sad thing is,
Like it's not
that's
even
its
doing
job.
it.
It's its job, but someone has made it that's all it understands. It's like them freaky, like you see them in films and that, and there are people that exist that do it. It's like them people who have kids and they literally like brainwash them that the outside world is toxic and they can't breathe the air and stuff, and they have to stay inside. Like that's all you've ever known.
Film, innit? What's that film where they're in a bunker and it's got the person who does the voice acting for Sully in Monsters Inc.
Oh, you're on Cloverfield, dude.
Cloverfield, yeah, it's like that.
But
instead of aliens, it might be AI. We have to lock ourselves in because AI has bloody done it all.
But start implementing this into like things we've discussed throughout the podcast, like the self-checkout stuff. That's all it's ever known. Or police, if they start making like police units, and because we've all seen them robots and stuff that Elon Musk put out at that event. We've seen them where it's someone. Yes, it's still human control, but it's literally a human on the other end of like a call, basically Skyping with these robots.
Yeah.
But look at the difference in it, man.
Let me have a look.
It's
Skyping robots. I have this is a stupid theory. You could probably talk about it if not. I think eventually
mush.
Mush. Elon Musk.
Mush.
Or eat mush. No, I think you'll be able to like adopt AI children soon, me. It sounds stupid when you say it, but I think that'll be a thing.
There you go, that's the Tesla bot. So someone controls it on the other end, the voice and stuff, but it just moves on it.
I don't think it does.
I'm sure someone.
Because you can ask it questions and it answers as a robot.
No thanks. I don't like that.
Well, there was one I saw. Oh, if it is a robot, it sounds convincingly like people.
Where's Will Smith when you need him?
See what I mean? This is us on Click and Collect.
Yeah, they don't need us anymore. Oh, Mercedes
are in it now. Jesus.
See, but do you know what I mean? If you look at this is very basic, but it could be only 10 years. But I'm feeling like what old people will like the card machines now is what we're going to be like for robots in like working places.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, it's fine. The robot will get it for you. Why can't I just get it? That's what it's going to be. Oh, we've got a robot.
The takeover side of things is going to be when you can start to mate with them and reproduce with them, and like you say, they can take over your home, and they're already making films and shit about it and that now. But it is literally
reproducing with a robot. That's.
I don't know, mate. This is funny because he's literally designed it the same as like the cars in iRobot.
Yeah.
Quite funny. The dude's just heavily autistic, but do you know, whether you hate him or you love him, like he's got a big brain on him. I was gonna say whether he's stealing other people's ideas and just managed to make it, but he's like a lot of like the Steve Jobs and the.
Again, going back to the last podcast we did, it's so advanced. Could he possibly be an alien? If you want to hear about
that thing is actually real.
Imagine rocking up to your race with your fucking weekly shopping back of that.
That's a toaster, that is.
A toaster.
It's giving me RoboCop vibes, if I'm honest with
you. We're literally living in iRobot at this point.
It's giving me Kiss vibes for some reason. I don't know why.
Kiss.
Just because of the black stripes. It's like face paint.
Fair enough. Looks a bit like Iron Man. Eyes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's people on that bus.
Oh my god.
There's not a single driver in that vehicle, though. That's why it's frightening.
It's just
It doesn't. It
ridiculous.
will. I don't know how it'll understand crashes and block like road
I
closures
think
and
it just
stuff.
has like sensors so far.
Wouldn't work in Standish then, would it?
Nah, I'd be fucked. I won't get work for fucking 2 weeks. We sat there in this buzz.
Oh, yeah, imagine a double-decker bus of that just takes you. It just knows the route and that's it.
You go on.
Nah.
Can I get a single into town? Where to, please? A single into town, please. Where to, please? A single into town, please. Okay, cock. Stop the cat machine here, please.
Why did it?
Robot with fucking Lancashire accent or whatever. Fucking
Yeah.
sorry. Like, no, fuck off. Get me into town now. All right.
Can you hurry up? Nay. Fucking robot saying nay. There's no way.
Fucking, I'm stood there at local chippy. Fucking. Can I have be wet, please? Fuck, what? Fuck off. You can't eat, lad. It's for my human.
Speaking of robots,
Fuck off.
Nathan is
how he
actually
just
a robot.
casually drops this into conversation.
What?
So like, he's on about his cars and now his taxis.
Can I
And
have
then it's like,
a please yet?
speaking of robots.
Yeah, robots.
Nah. But these fuckers are going to start working in
Star
like
Wars.
fucking Sainsbury's petrol station
That hit
and just
me
fill
from
your
that.
car up.
That's Roger over there. Roger.
It's fucking C-3PO's cousin.
Just as bald as me. Not yet.
Head's just as shiny. But like, don't get me wrong, I look at that and I think, in its current state, yeah, I could dust that, I could do it in. Especially in America, then you got all your firearms and that. But when that starts to learn to use the firearms and learns it can sprint, we've got a chappy situation on our hand here.
I've never seen that film. I really want to watch it.
That's when it'll be. You'll probably cry at it.
He even says about C-3PO.
That's when it'll be. That's when it'll be scary. Like when this sort of thing starts getting used in a military.
Oh, I was gonna say 100%.
Situation.
They have or will train it to use weapons. 100%.
Think about it though. You can program this to fight in your wars for you. How many human lives do you save?
Then you'll have soldiers in a pod with a VR headset on, using one of them.
Shrink, yeah. See, that fucker's going to end up going chippy for you and getting your fucking baby's head and fucking fish and chips. I'm not having that pee wet baby's head. Get your fucking dick out. What's happening? Fuckers making cocktails. Get in. I'll have one of them.
Okay, yeah, I'm invested.
A perfect ingredient. Fucking total amount.
I don't like how it's proper turning around like a proper person. I don't like that.
It's tracking it that entire. No. What's his weight carrying limit? I'm carrying it. Lad, robot, come here, I'm pissed. Carrying it, man. Oh, imagine.
No, but then the AI gets enough of it. I've had enough of you being pissed. That's it. I'm out. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
That's where the AI comes in, isn't it? That's the whole.
Is it Become Human? Where the guy kept getting drunk all the time and then started hitting and beat the robot, and then you play as the robot repaired or the new model of the robot, and then you go into the household figuring out what happened.
Yeah.
And then
it's the detective on in it, where it's like
and the daughter's there being
stuff.
like, "Oh, you're now fixed."
It's like Heavy Rain.
Oh, Daddy hits you.
Yeah, it's like Heavy Rain, but it's Robot Society.
Yeah.
I never watched it because I was like, I'm hoping I'll get to play it. So when I got my PS4 and that, I was like,
but... that is one.
I just haven't started playing it yet. I need to finish Days Gone.
Alright.
9 times out of 10 now when I go on Twitch, I just load it on my Xbox downstairs, but again, it doesn't have any chat interactions with it, which is very boring.
Oh, they're called Optimus.
Yeah, of course they are fucking fuck off.
Yeah.
And they play music. Oh, they're dancing. Thought they were in a band then. I was also reading some Star Wars cantina shit.
You couldn't have made it the most basic robot dance either.
Yeah, he literally made it into a robot dance.
Mate,
made the robots do a robot dance.
Nah, this is like Blade 3000.
We'll start doing Orange Justice off Fortnite soon.
Can you imagine being out in Manny on a night out or something? And half the dance floor. Do you know what it's going to be like? When you watch Hairspray and there's segregation, it's like half the whites, half the blacks. It's going to be half the humans, half the AI, and they're just going to be segregated. Take one home for a cheeky night. What's your
Yeah,
name?
imagine that. Oh, I took this.
Z8781-6248940.
Oh, I took this
Oh, they
person home.
actually have
after
names.
Shut up and put me cock in your mouth.
that.
But I am a gay. Oh, for fuck's sake.
How did it feel? Oh, it was very cold and metallic. Metallic. Can't speak. But still, it's still
They don't have mouths.
not yet. Don't have mouths
These
yet.
ones. It's not. Fuck, mate, if some cunt can invent a fucking blow up doll that you can stick it in either
Yeah,
end,
that's
this
true,
man's
that's
not going to take long before he'll do it. China will not be far behind.
If it's not already a thing.
Probably is.
Probably
It's
is.
rich and exclusive of them. Half of them probably are results of sex robots. My search history's gone mental.
The future of sex robots. That's a podcast for another time.
No.
Oh my god.
That's
I put
not
sex
them.
robots real question mark and it sent me to a website called Cloud Climax.
Wait, are those the Cybertrucks? No, what are they?
What?
I've not
the
seen them ones.
fuck?
They actually look okay compared to the Cybertrucks.
Oh, I've seen them before.
Guys, no, I'm not even fucking lying to you. I'm on this website here, and there's a
Get me
doll
done.
here. No, sex robot with artificial intelligence, 156 centimeter face, 3-in-1, UK stock, 4.4 grand. It says it comes with artificial intelligence. There's one further
Does it
down
like
here.
read your moans to know what you're liking to carry on
Probably.
doing that?
There's one further down here. Cloud Climax sex robot with
Ooh.
Chat GPT. It's got Chat GPT in it.
Right, I like this one. Out of all of them, this one's the best car so far.
You want to ride in that one?
This
That's
is the
what you want.
first time I've seen one where I'm like, hell yeah.
Just seen a picture of a willy going up vagina.
Oh.
You can get AI buddy sex bots already. They advertise it all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about. That's what I'm
just
literally
do
looking
that.
at.
Go on
Pay
then,
4
guys.
grand for it and get it for free.
You want to chip in, Brendan? We'll share it weekly.
Yeah, go on.
Fucking humanoid come out of that. Imagine that creature. Look like something out of Rick and Morty.
They are nice.
Pardon?
She's orgasming over cars right
yeah,
now.
I'm enjoying the cars.
I'm coming back. I'll be honest. I actually
Out
think
of all of them?
Teslas look stunning.
Do you?
Yeah.
I like
think they
the
look great, mate.
slimline ones, not the family
The
ones.
truck looks fucking wank. And
Yeah,
that's
that's
coming from an SUV driver. I think they look fucking wank.
I like these ones. These ones look nice. They look slick.
They look bondish. I don't
Yeah.
They do look like
They
James
They look.
Bond
They've got a bit of
cars.
Aston Martin going off.
Do you know what though? There's no back window there, but I guarantee if you sit inside it, you can see out that back window.
Yeah, more than likely.
That's fucking
That'd be
horrible.
awesome.
You could go dogging and it can still drive it.
Have you not seen that bloke?
Yeah.
No, this is
Yeah,
genuine.
I was just about to say there is. I've seen it. I have seen it.
Yeah.
I've
You've
seen
got
it.
the Mile High Club. What's this one going to be? The driverless club or
No,
something?
there's a bloke on Pornhub who his thing is he has sex with people while he's driving his Tesla and he sticks it on autopilot and it's just driving. Bombing
Yeah.
it some highway and he's
I have
literally just
seen
sex
it a
with
few
someone.
times.
How's he not been arrested?
I don't know.
I don't know.
More
Tinted
than-
windows, innit?
More than likely he's I don't think so.
Ooh,
It's
yes,
more than likely
please.
he's on a thing being pulled.
Ah, that looks a bit boxy at the back.
Yeah, the back. Kind of looks like the estate Teslas at the moment.
It's got no. It's got no eyes.
It's
but it's
serving
got a nice
drinks.
face.
That's a robot
got-
serving drinks.
It's got a cowboy hat on.
You
Turn it
can't-
up. I want to hear the voice of him because they speak.
It's on.
Oh, I can't hear anything.
It's just music.
Oh,
Bow-bow-bow-bow-bow.
I can't hear nothing. Fuck.
That'll be
Nah.
the bottom side that when she tries when she screen shares stuff, you can't hear the audio.
Yeah.
I heard it though on the
It's
flying
waving.
taxis.
Fake taxi.
Boom,
Fake
boom,
fake
boom,
Tesla. Fake Tesla. That's what
Fake
it'll be
Tesla.
next. He'll be taking his job next. He'll just have like a mechanical dildo in back and that's it. Don't need anything else.
Ooh,
What is
what's
this
that
with
black
the
one
shit?
then?
Why is there just
What
a
the fuck?
hand? What?
I know, that's what I thought.
That's when is it melted?
Yeah, Terminator. Terminator.
Optimus
Who are
has
all
been
these people
terminated.
go to see this though? Let's be honest.
They're tech heads. That looks alright.
That's the estate one.
The oval's a bit. The front of them give me Porsche vibes. It's like the oval shape of them though.
I
They're
like-
a bit.
Them one. Is it them ones? I can't even
Mm,
fucking tell without looking at the back now.
It's like that. the badge on the front of it looks like an Aston Martin.
Yeah, front of it looks nice. It's got no arse. That's what we know. And that's just that's just like the brick ass. That's all that one is.
But
That.
I'm
I
a very
like it.
minimalistic
I like
person. I
the
think they look sleek, me.
yeah. I like the taxi.
Like, look, it's got windows on top. Like, you can just look up out of it and look at what shit's going on. I mean, granted, if they were around here, all you in 7 teeth and fucking trying to stab you.
Oh yeah.
Those are fuck though. They look like you've built a mega blocks. That's like fucking.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It looks like a
different.
car off Halo, doesn't it?
That screen was bigger than me monitor. That fuck off.
We're doing streams in cars next. You'll be doing a full gaming stream in your car.
That looks like the village that in Hotel Transylvania. What Maeve goes down to. It's fabricated.
That actually, to be fair, looks quite fun.
You've gone back there, haven't you? Or not?
No.
It's just mental that.
I was handing out. I'm guessing
It literally
people chocolates.
It literally speaks. I've seen it speak.
Yeah.
I've seen the videos of it chatting. It's fucking scary. I mean, look at it in its current rate. Like, it doesn't look like it'd overpower you. But I feel like it's just going to be like a snap of the fingers. It looks AI generated, this video.
That's scary. That actually goes quite
That
fast.
is AI generated. It does look.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's where they are.
Ah.
That's the car. It looks AI generated. If that is AI generated, the people look very real.
This could all be AI.
This is the problem. We can't fucking tell anymore.
What do you think? Please let us know. Please, someone watch this. Please let us know what you think. Because I feel like AI is a discussion that we could spend anywhere from an hour. You didn't get that glass right, shit poor. You didn't get it.
Oh yeah, hang on. Watch the paw. Watch the paw. Watch the paw. Nah. Okay. No.
Won't let that fucker do me brew dog.
No.
That's not how you meant to pour.
Actually,
it's not extra frothy. It depends on what he's pouring.
Look at that. There's hardly anything in that.
Shit bastard.
Yeah, you can tell it's working.
That'll be £15, please. That's because the robot made it.
That's bigger than my fucking monitor in the inside of this car. I ain't being funny. Look at the size of this bastard.
What, on that car?
Why? Yeah, I'll show you in a second. Why do they look like robot strippers? Well, think about it though. You could make a robot with like any size breasticles and testicles and wallet and what you wanted to.
So you actually get to build your own sex doll.
Hey, $4,000. It might be worth taking a loan out for. Yasmin's like, I'm tired. Oh, they have them at Arcade Club. It's just Pac-Man.
So cute.
Yasmin, I'm tired from work. Don't worry about it, love. I'll go and get Sheila out to the closet.
Closet. Say that again.
Closet.
No, they're just not moving. And
then I'll go and get fucking Shazza from fucking wardrobe.
Yeah, that's about right. That sounds more. That sounds more.
Sounds more me. I was trying to just be a bit more. I don't know. Sound a bit more.
We're surrounded by like loads of tech.
Why have doors got to open like that? Because what car park actually has enough room for your doors to open like that?
You're just scared about trapping your fingers in it.
Nah. If you go to America, their spaces are wide enough for that. They are not thinking about places like that.
I was gonna say, yeah, they ain't gonna work in UK.
I was driving down some country lanes last week, and I actually had to drive into the side of a wall, and it smashed my side mirror in. It closed my mirror because the dickhead was driving in the middle of the road. I was on about it. They're all used to it. They'll do 50 odd mile an hour down them country lanes. It's a fucking near enough, just about wide enough for two cars to go down this this fucking road, bombing it. Imagine him being in one of them bastards. Nah.
Musk throws full temper tantrum on national TV.
My sort of going back a little bit towards like the medical thing. When will it get to a point where AI can study humans enough that it can cure illnesses, expand lifespans, and actually keep us going without actually needing our bodies as like a host? It can get. I'm still at a point where I feel like your brain could get plugged in to some sort of fucking thing and become part of an algorithm. I ain't fucking having it. I think
so you're saying that maybe Elon Musk, when he's about to die, they just upload his memory into a
Yeah,
into like a
Oh,
server.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
that's the thing that he's definitely
yeah.
tried or is
Because
done or is
no,
doing.
but that there's that theory, isn't it? There's that theory that goes around that people are like, oh, when you die, you kind of like wake up as if like you've been in sort of like a VR sort of situation, but you
No,
wake up and you go into a new, and then you go into a new thing.
it reminds me of a
That's
TikTok I saw that a guy literally goes, "Do you know when you try and go to sleep and you can't go to
in the
sleep?" He went,
servers, the sleep
"Yeah,
servers.
the sleep
Yeah,
servers are full. That's why you can't sleep.
when you sleep, someone's woke up.
So the space is empty, so you
There's
can go to
also a
sleep."
game. There's
But
also
like
a game, something like that.
on
Sleep
that
Strange.
on that principle, that theory of like, oh, when you die, obviously the white light is you essentially like getting the goggles taken off. A bit like in Fallout 3 when there's that hole in society and they're all just in them pods and they're all just like, and the Matrix, there's loads of examples, but I think they'll get to a point where AI is so advanced that you could literally get yourself into an artificial system and just replay like your entire memories, and your brain is just in that constant thing of just reliving the same life. I know some people will be like, "Oh, that's just fucking boring. Like that's horrible," but you'd never know of the experiencing it in the past because you get to a point where it stops and you start again. But also in that, it gets so advanced that you can upload yourself into this AI system. So because essentially your brain is the key, not the only key thing, it's the key part of your body. It tells you how to move your arms, it tells you when to blink, it tells you to breathe, it tells you to this, it tells like that fact that always gets me. You can bite your own tongue off, but your brain literally
It
physically
stops
stops
you
you
from
from
doing
doing
it.
it because
Mm.
it's protecting you. The brain's so fucking mad. And if you could preserve that brain and upload it into an AI system, what's not to say that, like, for example, Brandon can then also have that when he dies. But because we're all in the same network, I can just access his thing and I could literally then go on and live a lifetime, what feels like a life, seeing it all through his memories and stuff.
But then you could get depressing.
Your
What if
life.
like memories got put together and then it combined into one person? That'd be really bad.
Well, it would be, but you also wouldn't have a physical body left. So I don't know how it would. Don't know how it would work. I don't think it's in our lifespan, but I'm saying I literally think it'll get that advanced that it could literally keep you in like like a state
So
of being
like you
alive.
you have a funeral or something. Say your mum's died or something, and you'd be like, "Oh, it's all right. We're uploading her now. So just cry for 2 minutes, and then she'll be uploaded again, and she's just in that robot over there. You get to pick instead of picking a coffin, you pick a
Yeah,
robot."
that could literally be a thing. Oh, I'm saying it more so as like obviously you'd still mourn the person because the in a sense
Physical body's there,
what I'm trying
not
to say
the.
is that that person's died, but you don't actually know that. I'm essentially saying I think AI could get to a point where you can be programmed in where essentially you're immortalized, like you are living just because your brain's still going. The Futurama thing of the heads in the jars. The guy predicts a fucking enough with Simpsons. I don't know why fucking Futurama's a fair fetching. We're already getting flying taxis, so fuck knows.
Mm.
Good news, everyone! Fucking get that bastard going, Farnsworth.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think it'll get to a point where it's like that, mate. I could be talking 8 generations down your family line. You know what I mean? I'm not talking it's going to happen when we're saying age, grandparents like fucking 80s or whatever. But I just think it's mega me. I think that'll become a because it'll become to a point where like the human side of it is right. Okay, we can essentially give you a life of bliss. You can experience all these things. You can experience unlimited lifetimes. We're just going to put you to sleep. We're going to plug you into the system, and then literally robots are just going to do the rest. They're going to tend to the earth. They'll like mow you lawn. I mean, you can get robotic mowers now. You turn them on, they'll know where they're going. They'll go up and down your grass and they'll mow your garden for you. That's literally its only purpose in life. What's not to say the robots like we'll take over everything. We'll look after Earth as it is. Try and get it started back to its, preserving it a little bit. Emissions and stuff are a little bit lower down and all that, and then you can basically just live in a constant dream. I think that would be the best scenario, the outcome from. because it's win for us.
It's a good
They
scenario,
get
but
something.
again, it's a very scary scenario at the
It's
same time.
freaky. It's freaky, but tune into previous fucking episodes of Podhub if you want to know. But going back to one of my fears is the unknown and death. So for me, it would be a blissful peace and to know that. For me, I don't know. I'd be quite at ease with that. But I mean, you still have. I'm not saying fucking no humans would exist. You still have to have humans to operate all the shit to make sure things are still going right and all this shit. But I just think that would be
All it takes is one corrupt person, though, to fuck it all up.
saline anything. But that's the same with everything in life, isn't it? You just gotta hope it doesn't come to that. But that's my view on AI. Anyway, I think it'll get to a point where it'll have so much. I feel like it can be worked with and not against. So many people are against AI. And me personally, I'm for it to a level, but it depends on what path people take. If they take the path like we spoke about, a militant path, what's just for them not to turn around and say, "Fuck off, we're getting shot here and we're getting destroyed, and you're all sat at a safe distance and you're not doing it. We're not doing this anymore." And they're gonna basically on a revolution against the humans. That'll be fucked. But I'm like a 70% for, and then like a 30%
30%.
not. Yeah.
I know we've briefly touched on it earlier, but what was our thoughts on GPT?
I don't really get it, if I'm honest. I don't, as in, I know I've heard people mention the word. I know people use it, but I haven't looked into it. I've not typed anything up about it. I don't even think I've Googled it, what it is, what it means. I kind of just also don't want to fuck with it. I feel like if I was in school, if I was in high school or something like that, I feel like I'd fuck with it big time. I feel like my uncle said it in high school. He said, "I don't understand how people can be stupid when they can literally have every single answers they want at the fingertips." And I got it. I said to him, he doesn't mean it as in like obviously some people are less fortunate and they don't have it or they don't have internet at home at the time. He just meant it as in like if you have a question, you can put it in Google, and 99% of the time you're gonna find your answer. He said, "I don't understand like how kids can fail homework and things like that because
Because it's just
there's
there for
no
them now.
one's. It's literally your thing." Exam. He said, "Yeah, exams are a bit different because obviously you've not got your phone with you, but if you want to Google like a certain maths problem, you can research like hundreds of different ways of doing it and try and figure out one that works for you, and you can utilize that in your exams. So how can people not do it? So I think if I was in school, I'd utilize the fuck out of it, but I've never found a reason to need to use Chat GBT.
For anyone that watches this, please leave some comments of what you would like to see us try with ChatGPT, if anyone would like.
Fuck it up.
If anyone's got any exams coming up, we could probably find the answer for you.
Exactly.
The answer's B.
No, I don't get it either. And I guess it all depends on what you say to it. But like, even when you type stuff in Google now, it comes up with AI suggested. So I just feel like it's going to be like that, but chat. So you're just there being like, "Hi, how are you today?" And then it's answering a question due to like Google searches or something, random shit like that.
I saw it on a YouTube video recently where like essentially put some ideas into it and it comes out with like such a massive like scenario of how you can do that. I've seen things like that and people saying how it can essentially like if you write an idea into it, it will literally make you like a full script for a movie.
What the?
And it's just like if it's the same program anyway, I think it is because I don't really know if there's any others other than Chat GBT. There probably is, but I'm gonna guess that's the one that's been used. But you can put like prompts in and give it an idea, and it'll just fucking do it for you. And it's just like wow, that's terrifying.
I recently used my web browser has its own version of Chat GPT, and then it's just recently got Chat GPT, but it had its own AI version where for like I was doing an assessment and being dyslexic, I didn't understand what it was saying or asking, and it was really confusing me. So I just put it into that and says, please reword this in brackets, and it reworded it, and I was like, oh, that's what it's asking me. So I was like, that's really handy for that situation. But at the same time, when it's asking me a question of describe this, I'm there being like, right, describe this for me. And it does, and I'm like just trying to copy it but not copy it quite.
But then you could also type in it. I need an answer for this because it is for a certain such and such of a thing, and then
Yeah.
it could do that as well. Go,
See that?
okay.
That's where it's so helpful, for people who are like dyslexic or something, because I'm sure there's going to be I'm sure there will be. Like I said, I've not been on it. There'll be a microphone bit where you can click on it and you can just verbally say what you want to say, and it'll just respond to it like that. It could help so many people
Yeah.
that are in scenarios like that. But touching a little bit what you said about like it says, oh, AI suggested Google search and that. I don't really notice things like that. Like I just scroll through Google as normal. You only really notice about like it when you come to speak about it. But when did that just become a thing?
It
Has it
just
been there a
started coming
while?
Just
up.
came
Or
out, didn't it? You heard all the younguns talk about it. Dash
but it,
I
younguns
didn't
making
hear
sound
anybody.
old.
It just suddenly appeared and started being
but
there all the time.
either you two like me, did you just not really care or really
No,
notice
I,
it?
I, I
You
didn't really
I
bother
just
mean,
with it.
scroll
I
through.
found it a lot more handier. I was like, oh, what's this? And then I'd read it and I was like, oh, okay. And then I'd do your normal thing where you read a load of other things to come to like a conclusion of what was the best answer. And then I went back and I was like, oh, the AI said that already. Like, it looks like it found the best answer.
Yeah,
Or
it's
like no, I can't. Like,
You
all of
mean
them together.
cumulative? Yeah, even
That,
I can't say
exactly.
it. Yeah.
it's probably using Chat GBT and that though. It's literally took what you said, and it's so. I mean, if God knows how many pages on Google, it's just like bang, right there you go. That's what she's
Yeah,
asked.
yeah, exactly.
It's
It's
like
found
what
like
the
the most
fuck?
popular or like the most combined thing together to create you an answer. And it's nearly always right. I've not had a time yet where it's not been right.
Yeah, I can suck me Jed's. I've died 4 times according to Google.
Yeah.
Maybe AI might actually fucking give me some answers, bro.
Gaming technology,
Mm.
how
Oh.
like lighting and graphics and all that kind of shiz is just 500 times more amazing.
Cheers.
Shiz.
Ray tracing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh yeah, it's like a frame AI generation. So if you're playing any of the newer games right now and you can't afford the good gear for it, you can just get AI to generate things in the background for you that your PC would normally struggle with. Completely forgot about that one because
Wow.
Monster Hunter has it, and Monster Hunter is very tanky on my computer. But it'll literally you swap it to that, and it'll run it at a decent enough frame rate for you to play. But a lot of it is AI generated.
What do you mean? I'm confused.
So you're looking at what you're seeing on your screen, and your computer's taking in everything that's on that screen, and that's what you get your frames on.
Yeah.
But what it'll do is it'll reduce the resolution, but use AI to upscale it so it looks like it's the resolution you want it to be.
Is that still not going to be just as tanky?
No, because
No, because it's not
AI doesn't
actually.
use it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
actually.
not still. It's not the actual same amount of frames. Essentially, the computer's pulling it to like a really, really wide screen, but then it's just the algorithm of the AI is then compressing it back down to look like what it should be, but it actually isn't. So it's running on a less. It's like you dropping it your stream down to like 480 or something. The AI is basically still making it look like it's 1080.
That's crazy.
And I'll be honest, I don't really know much about AI when it comes to gaming, but things like that it's gonna make gaming a lot more accessible on especially portable devices like that. I imagine this Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be full of the stuff. It's going to be
Oh my
fucking mega
god.
packed with it.
I only just knew about that yesterday.
You did, yeah.
I was
But
like, you
nah,
what?
it's gonna see things for like games and that where humans are implementing it, I think that's where it's going to work. If it got to a point where an AI just literally made a full game, I think I would actually just shit my pants. But
Yeah, but
it's probably
you
going to
could
be doable.
imagine that you've come up with a story or something. This is the thing, though. AI could generate a story for you, but if you made your own in-depth story, you wrote backstories, you wrote character design, you wrote a tragic thing for one character for a really good story at the end, and then AI just made it all for you.
That's gotta be a thing soon, surely.
It
I feel
probably
like
is.
that's something that's, if not happened, is gonna happen so soon.
AI is going to make Half-Life 3 confirmed.
But how much do you think that could literally make people money? Because if it's going to cost half the amount than programming and engineering a full game, and you still sell it off at like a full price, because I mean, this will be a different topic altogether for maybe a future episode. But gaming as a whole is now becoming so expensive because they're increasing the prices,
Oh,
and
massive.
they've all was a big thing about it on the news the other day about it's all going up again. And like your basic standard AAA games are going to retail at no less than like
80 quid. 80 quid. And you used to get them for
yes.
No
20.
way.
I mean, you just go in Asda and going 29.99, buzzing, pocket money gone. I did that with Left 4 Dead 1 when it first came out on 360. I paid 29.99. Actually, I paid 32 quid for it.
You
And just
saved me
saved a bit of
school
money.
money, that.
And I was
Mum used to
done.
give me school money for my dinner. You save it all, then buy a game. Never told her because she doesn't understand games, so you wouldn't have known anyway if it was new or not.
But no, I think it's a creepy thing it's going to do. I mean, especially when you start getting AI and then you combine that with VR. People are just going to be all fucking walled out and just be sucked into screens and just living inside it, basically. It's gonna be
I'd do that.
freaky. I just don't know. I just
Let
don't
me
know if
live
you would.
in Skyrim.
Relative, you'd be fucking dead with diseases within 2 months. Drink the wrong potion, your
Hey,
fucking
I've
head
played
blows
enough
off.
Skyrim on legendary difficulty, me. I can survive for it. I used to do one life characters, me. Longest I ever got with 3 days, like actual real life days. And I died. I was fuming. Didn't want to delete it. I didn't delete it. I just started keep playing on it.
Just shows how much he actually lives on his screen already.
Very quickly before we go, so Brandon and Pom, whoever wants to go first, what is your overall conclusive thing? Do you think it'll be? Are you for AI or are you against it as an overall?
I
Not
am
currently and looking towards the future as well.
I am a 50-50 on it. But like I said, I think it's going to advance really quick. So that opinion may change very quick. But for now, it's a 50-50 thing because it's good, but it's also bad at the same time. But if we evolve to the goods of it instead of the bads of it, let's say we were saying before about losing jobs and stuff, then it could be good. But we won't know till the future. So I'm going to say I am 50-50 on it.
Plum.
I want to say that I feel like it's a good thing, but I also feel like the imagination of all these films and stories has had an influence on anyone that could develop really high tech technology. That it's probably going to end up being bad because temptation, right? They've got all this money. Why not? There's always someone evil out there.
That's it, innit? You can't just rely on everyone in human nature to all have the same idea and be
That's
kind.
it. It's like there's decent people, but then there's a lot of non-decent people with a lot of money.
Yeah.
And
And a
as
lot
soon
of
as they
power
get
as well.
as soon as they get their hands on it, we're done for.
Well, I mean, I've already kind of touched on mine obviously before. If you've got this far in the podcast, congratulations. You'll only know I'm the 70-30 for it. But similar to what Brandon says, my opinion's based on its current situation. I think it can be incredibly helpful. I think it could save a lot of lives, and I think it can advance and make people's lives easier. Not in a sense of making us lazy, but just make things easier just from the knowledge. But that is yet to be seen. And I think that just about wraps up AI, really.
I think so too.
I think it's something we could speak for an hour for, or something we can speak 10 hours on. It's so many different things. Maybe we will touch on it again. Maybe we'll have other people on the podcast and ask their opinions. Maybe we'll get a part two.
Yeah.
Who knows? And as we stated at the beginning of the podcast, if you did like it, please share it around, give us a like, drop a comment, and follow the channel. We do try and do as many of these as we can. If you have enjoyed what you've listened to, please stick around to help us to rebrand, because that's something that we're wanting to do. Please follow the Discord, that will be linked below. Give us your opinions and thoughts. We're always open to any ideas that you have, as well as if you've got any, you can drop them in the comments. And I think it's been fun. We've had a good time.
Yeah, good time.
We have.
Good time.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for listening to our ramblings, and we shall catch you on the next one.
See you later.
Bye-bye, all.
See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.